Second match of the day features another lower bracket head-to-head between two teams that used to play pretty frequently. Now it's been quite a while. I mean, the Fusion that move up to try and set up on the point here. Belisrea wants to try and pressure in Marged's direction. Yeah, he's in trouble here. Now, bear in mind, Marged, very aggressive Zen play, but also boasts some of the highest deaths per 10 in the league because of that play style. So it's a double-edged sword here from Belisrea. He takes that one upstairs. Sure, he keeps the Widow in the fight, but what else can they make him achieve with that ultimate? Someone can't even be kept alive, and that's a big problem. Checkmate kind of whiffs the pulse bomb there. Nothing doing, and there's an immortality field in play, but it's looking a little bit lonely. Nobody's basking in those rays. Marged eventually is removed, and the Philadelphia Fusion really kicked the pace up a notch. Zest is limbering up for what may be a spicy series.
Yeah, as we'll see. So two players on the point here for Philly. They're going to drop their Amp Matrix here. Is not able to get anything out of that, as maybe they thought they can still fight it, but Zest, you see this recall, you know, able to dive around a little bit. That's going to buy about... Yeah, and you've lost someone, and you've lost Checkmate, so who's going to stall? It's going to be Bob, as he runs right into another Bob and gets pushed back.
Yeah, Bob v. Bob action. You'll love to see it, but crucially, it's still Philly with control right now. Checkmate's looking for a location for this pulse bomb as RuPaul's immortality field is removed, but he was able to get the wrecking ball with that time, and Checkmate sticks it. MN3 forced to tip the king as he'll continue to pressure this backline further. This is good looks from the Mayhem, and now Exy gets involved in a big way. Tracer stalls for just a moment, but what can Zest do? Not a lot. Able to touch and recall. He's doing some serious work for his team now as finally they get to the point, but fixes set a light immediately. Zest eventually finds his mark. It's Marged going down, and Belisrea is able to deal with Exy. Now someone hiding in the corner. RuPaul now going on to offensive mode, and he finds a second. Now an Amp Matrix in play, and MN3's in dire straits. Beautiful stuff from the Mayhem, and there's a Zen gap in the chat. Love to start a series like
Wade Chase goes for a charge, and Fury just dodges it. And now he's kind of just stuck on the point.
Yeah, it feels like you're at like a Zed concert as the Reinhardt looking down. There's like lights and orbs and everything flying around. Rail guns as well as MN3 makes it two. Someone forced to stand behind the shield and be more of a prop than anything else. It can be a sticky threat. Resilient and hard to shift. And MN3 commands the high ground here, sending Arnamo to an early grave, and someone's going to have to charge to get out of this little snafu. Amp Matrix thrown up there, so the healing coming in from RuPaul is good, but it's not enough to keep someone up. And eventually Zest will claim the Baptiste as well. Checkmate, though, is an issue. He's going after Fury there, and Exy's able to fend him off here. This could be big for the Mayhem. They have a couple players left, but MN3 is going to dig deeper and go more aggressive until he gets what he wants, and that's the checkpoint.
In the Zarya swap for someone, and the Zarya is actually pretty good against the D.Va, obviously, as you've kind of known in the past. Is Zest with a duplicate here. He's going to get a Graviton Surge as Fury comes up with two. And this has been dominance from Philadelphia.
This is overkill. Philly going so far.
On the Sojourn, because you want to play that. It's a little bit more dive aggressive with the Winston. They do not waste any time. They are right in.
Yeah, and it works. Someone gets aim got straight away. The Fusion were not ready for this level of aggression. They are going to collapse in a screaming heap. Fury and MN3 at least hold up, but not much left here. Fury making a late fight comeback that was huge. Doesn't have the sidelines here. Thought he might have had something there, but no, RuPaul's going to go down. Another pulse onto Ana from Zest. That's huge. He is absolutely delivering that Tracer position, and someone...
He never used the blade.
Yep, no chance. Checkmate goes down before it happened. Again, it's the pulse bomb on RuPaul that denied the possibility to set up with the Genji. Zest with the easy in chat, and why not?
Anything on the high ground. We're going to sit here in this neutral state for a bit.
Yeah, or at least like it's been like a trade of kills, just like this one. Checkmate goes deep here to try and group up with someone, but it's a trade again. That's lovely from Belisrea. Perfect use of the minefield and knocking the Mayhem into them here.
It's because the minefields happen here.
MN3 wants to start this one himself. Ooh, RuPaul can't do much about that one. These rails are hitting hard. Not a whole lot can be done there. That was a great piercing rail from MN3. Didn't get kills for those, but the damage was big. And this is bad news for the Mayhem now. Their odds of a map completion starting to get away from them.
Yeah, and someone is going to switch over to the Doombist. It's going to be a pulse bomb from Zest onto RuPaul, but yeah, Fixa here using the rally, not able to make it back.
Up into MN3's purview. These headshots on someone are coming consistently enough to keep the Winston out of the fight, and Aim God follows up. I mean, you got to ask the question why we haven't seen Widow so far from MN3. Released 5v5 or 6v6, but the Fusion cannot figure this out. Florida looking very, very good. setting up Exceed for success here, and Zest gets pulsed by Checkmate. What a dab on him at the end of this round. And Philadelphia Fusion, I mean, they'll be hanging their heads after that one. Devastating loss of momentum here on Gibraltar. Again, he's just able to recall. That's cute. I like that, Checkmate. Doesn't quite make the prediction, though.
A little late. I think if you dropped it a little earlier, I think it would have been fine.
It's one of those situations where better late than never doesn't really apply. Margin down, though. Bellassrey's able to find the Zenyatta here. Someone always in the mix to try and trade, but the Wrecking Ball starting now to have some impact. Bot is moving, Florida still have the lead, but someone is beleaguered, to say the least. Florida are a little bit disarray right now. Good pressure, but someone can't break through here. Great hold by this backline as Aim God gets rid of him.
And they nano Surma Jet, and he just, like, there's a bunch of players dead at that point. Just kind of jumps down from that high ground.
Could be a problem in overtime for Florida as well. Hydron down, MN3 picks him off. Pulse Bomb, though, is a good one on a fixer, and someone, you're going to go aggressive with this one. MN3, there's no escape. So it looks like, I can't believe I'm saying this, butt scratch on the menu. As Bellassrey not advised to try and stall here. Pressure right now. Special delivery for Zest. It's airmail straight to RuPaul's forehead. And have all claimed the honor. Someone's in a lot of trouble burning down now, and the overtime scenario goes as we feared as the Philadelphia Fusion. They're forcing a map 5. Zest again hunting. Florida clumping up as their composition allows for. Constant pressure, but that's going to be relieved by an ice kill to the cranium. Checkmate's able to stave off Zest and then destroy Fixer. This is a great look from Florida right now. Someone may have gone down. Let's see how key he is to the plan at this point in the fight, but the Fusion don't really have the personnel to force anything. It'll be back to the Name God. That's a big opening here. Zest can still equalize, but he eats a fire strike from someone. It's all falling apart for the Fusion here. The Mayhem have 4 players to work with. Bellassrey's Minefield's able to at least claim Animo, but where is the Fusion? A stick on RuPaul. He couldn't get away from it. Oh, Immortality Field for him. Now it's Zest having to go against 3, trying to stay alive, but it's just not going to be enough. The Maywall will compound the issue further, and the Mayhem take the first round in this 5th map.
Be able to come in for the Philly Fusion as someone gets in there real fast.
Yeah, big dive, but a Pulse Bomb will send someone packing almost as quickly as he arrived. Now the Mayhem are in an awkward spot. If this gets dragged out any further, they might be in trouble. 65 in counting.
It's going to be a flip.
They have Lucio in play. The Mayhem, Animo can dip on and keep that overtime going, and he does so. Checkmate's forced to recall early, and the Bob is going to be deployed here by MN3. Someone's on the scene, but Exit goes the other way. Ships in the night, they pass each other as teammates, and it's going to be the Philadelphia Fusion cleaning up. Bob thrown to the point of RuPaul, barely touches the ground. Philly just ring it back in overtime. The Mayhem able to shrug them off for the most part, though. Animo's rally in play, and Aim God is felled. The Mayhem reach their intended target as someone rips them limb from limb. It's only MN3 able to stand up now, and that's just not going to cut the mustard. As RuPaul backs away and is able to hold on to that nano. Going to fall to Aim God either way at long range, but it's 90 and counting. The Mayhem, though, are in trouble. This Transcendence really makes it hard for them to get anything going after losing a player, so they'll have to concede here and theoretically not commit any more to this fight. Where are the rest of them, though? Someone needs to make the push, and he does. He's on the point. Zest hit with the seismic slam. Dynamite thrown out. That's a lot of good damage, and Bellassrey is going to threaten on the outside. Exy marks the spot as MN3 finds the treasure. It was the frag.
Rally.
The Cassidy's out of the picture now, and MN3 finds another one, but someone's keeping his team in it. 2 kills for the Mayhem's Doomfist now, and Zest has to respect. But there's no chance either of these teams are leaving the point now. RuPaul a little low, Bellassrey is looking okay. Bob sent off the map, but that's the pulse to end them all. Zest finds RuPaul. No Lucio in the fight at all here for the Mayhem, and MN3 has a safe position to play from. Animo falls, bullet between the shoulder blades, and actually finds one between his eyes. The Philadelphia Fusion have done it in overtime. 3-2 victory, and they will advance in the Midseason Madness Tournament.
Oh, some absolutely clutch plays there at the end.